people of the world. I'm not alone today. I am with the beautiful Makhumalo.
Sanbonan. My name is Makhumalo.
Thank you so much, Makhumalo, for joining me today. I really needed you to come.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure.
No, it's fine. You know, Makhumalo, I've been doing a lot on my YouTube channel.
And you've been doing great.
Thank you, thank you. You know, I've been trying to motivate people in a very simple and special way when it comes to business.
Oh, yes.
But before I can go into that, let me ask you one or two questions. Because today I want us to discuss something which I believe is important.
Okay.
You remember when I asked you to join, or not to join me, oh yes, to join me, to go and be a pillar of our small businesses. You remember at that time you were employed?
Yeah, I was employed by a big company, if I must say. And I was earning well.
And you were earning well.
Yes, I was.
What gave you courage? Because you see, we were not so sure whether we were going to make it or not. What gave you courage?
You know what, Mtomben? I would say, you know, those people who had an experience maybe of business.
Yeah.
It would be more easier with them just to jump into business like that. With me, my background has no business whatsoever. You know, from my family, they were just employees. So no one that when I was growing up that I could see doing business, you understand? So I would not say it's because I understood business better. No, I didn't. But I did understand that in every business, for it to be successful or for you to be successful, you need to take risks.
You need, yeah,
you need to take risks. It's either it works or it doesn't work, but it's worth trying. So when you approached me to say, hey, Makhumalo, I think I need you in the business world now. I think it will make more sense if you are one of us or if you are involved in family businesses. I looked at a bigger picture. Okay. The bigger picture in this manner. You know, I understand that when you, especially a cash business, for example, when you are doing a cash business and you don't have a person who is you, you only have, you know, employees that you trust with your own life, that you trust with your own money, it becomes very difficult to succeed. So I understood exactly what you were trying to achieve when you said, Makhumalo, I can't do everything. I need someone who's going to.
And I was employed.
You were employed.
So it was difficult to
so
judge.
it was a matter of choosing. You know, you were earning more than myself. You understand?
Yeah.
So it was a better decision because I was earning less. So to take a risk and ask you to go to business, and mind you, we are not sure if it's going to work. Imagine if it didn't work and we have lost an income, huge income versus my income. It was enough, but for myself.
Yes.
So it was better if we could lose that income, as much as it was going to be painful, but it wasn't gonna make much difference because you were still taking care of us anyway.
I must commend you because you see, I remember when I approached you, you didn't hesitate. You said, "Oh wow, Mtomben, you want us to do business? I will jump to this opportunity."
It took me to believe and trust in you.
Okay.
You had not done anything that would make me to doubt your decisions.
Okay.
So I learned to trust you at a very early age, early stage of my life. You know, whatever that you were doing, you were proving to be a man of your word. So I had no reason not to believe you this time around. So
even on business.
Yes, you've been a good leader. So I trusted your leadership skills. So that's why I managed to no, please don't.
Makhumalo, you know, enough about us, because this is about people of South Africa. This is about people outside of South Africa.
Yes.
The economic situation at the current moment is dire. it's difficult.
It is.
And I've been trying to do my level best to engage people, to encourage them, to do simple things that we have done ourselves. When we started to do our kitchens, you were in front with the rest of the other wives. You were pushing.
Yeah.
You know, it was amazing, Makhumalo. You did it as if you have been in this business for a long.
In a very unpleasing environment.
Yes, at a taxi rank.
Yes, because at a taxi rank you meet a lot of different people from different backgrounds, who have different intentions. It wasn't easy, but I made it look like it's very easy because I had passion and I had this drive behind me to say, I want to make this thing work. Because I had no choice but to make it work.
Can I remind you of something? You know that I used to be very afraid to drive into a taxi.
And I would tell you that there's no problem. Those people are just normal human beings.
They're very nice.
If you treat them nice, they treat you nice.
They treat you bad.
And I remember, I think I should share this one. At the taxi rank, there are different people, like I said. So they are used to different people who were doing the same business that we were doing, even though we came in and did our business in a bigger scale. But they knew people, they were customers to other people. When we started, they wanted to
ill-treat us.
Not ill-treat per se,
okay,
but it was like training us in
okay,
a very
to be the best
uncomfortable way.
Okay. Okay.
A very uncomfortable way. I'm sharing this because there's a person who will think that was a stage, or that is a stage when you should just give up.
Okay.
Of which no, you are being trained to become a better person or become a better businesswoman. So they would come to our kitchen and ask food for free. We wouldn't understand
because we were at their space.
They are saying to us, no, we won't buy food that we've never tasted.
Oh.
Taste it. So we need to taste your food. The problem is there are so many.
So you can't.
So it's like what you were going to sell today is like you are going to just give for free to these people. I want to commend one guy who came to us and said, hang in there. These are your customers.
Okay.
I can promise you, if you do what they want and they start to believe in you,
you will win them.
You will win them. Tomorrow, all of them, they'll be here buying, starting from breakfast until late.
So Makhumalo, you made a sacrifice there.
We made a sacrifice. We had to.
Okay.
So it's not everything when you're starting that will go according to plan or your way.
Yeah.
Yes. Some things will you will get to those testing times, but trust me.
And what gave you that strength and courage? Because you were young at the time when we started doing these businesses. You were very young.
I believe the fact that you approached me, there is something that you saw in me.
Okay.
I'm a go-getter myself, and
yes.
I love money.
Yes.
That's another thing about me. The way I love money, I can't stop at anything. So exactly what you saw is exactly what gave me courage.
Okay.
The fact that you could believe in me at such a young age was driving me to push even more because I never wanted to disappoint you. You understand?
Okay.
So I was afraid to fail.
Hence you excel. I
had no choice.
You had no choice. No, thank you so much, Makhumalo. That is really encouraging and insightful because I'm telling people to do business. They think, no, Mselego is already successful. Maybe did not start at the bottom.
Oh, it did.
But I wanted to bring you today and say, Makhumalo, I'd ask you, I said, Makhumalo, I've identified a niche market in areas where people, they think there's no business. But the start I did from the people that are selling at the taxi rank made me to be convinced and be more confident.
You know what, Lwandle? I think another thing that I need to share with our listeners is the fact that
you are used to listeners.
I'm used to listeners.
We have viewers.
Oh my God, viewers! Sorry, I'm a radio person.
No, it's fine. It's fine, my command.
Mtomben, my position I was, you know, when you are married and when you're a black child,
Okay.
and you are married at a very young age,
Okay.
it's like you are elevated in a way.
Okay.
I'm sharing this because I know there are so many people who make this mistake that I'm going to mention right now. I had employees at the time, and I was superior to them. I was their manager, and I was married to the Musamseleko. they were like they were respecting you.
Yes,
a lot.
yes.
So automatically that respect they gave to me, it was gonna be very easy for me to lose it.
I see.
Because I could just become a boss and just sit there, relax, and wait for them to make me my money.
But you were involved.
I never wanted to allow that gap, because that's exactly where a person would see a moment to steal from you. Because you leave that gap and that space.
Or you leave everything to other people's hands.
You don't do that. You become hands-on in anything. I would check rice. I would check curry. I would check everything. I would check a guy that is operating our pool. I will check the tables. I will make sure that I'm in the forefront. When my customers come in, I need to be there. Because I'm the one who knows exactly what I want to achieve. The other people here might not get it.
Their support.
They just, no, they're working. In fact, it's not even a passion to them. They need money. So it takes a person with a passion to know the sacrifices you have made, to know how much it's important for you to treat your customers in a certain way. It took me to be there at the taxi rank. Sometimes there's a smell. Yes. You know, I have my beautiful house. I can be comfortable sitting in my home. I have to wake up very early in the morning.
That's true.
Because we need to cook by at
least 8.
Our breakfast is ready.
Yes.
So we need to be there as early as 5 a.m.
Makhumalo, you are touching something very important here. Cleanliness.
Yes.
How did you make that, you change that environment? Or you know, taxi rank, we know what is happening in the taxi rank.
Yes, we do.
But you were able, out of those conditions, to make sure that your kitchen stays clean and in a very healthy environment.
You know what, Luan? It was very important for us because I took it from myself. It's a new. If you are not clean by nature, you can't change. You know, I was going to be very comfortable to say no, they are used to this environment.
100%.
Why not?
100%.
So even a person who wanted to throw something on the floor would not, because we were leading by example.
Yeah.
So it was already clean.
So
we made sure of that.
Your kitchen was spotless.
It was
at the taxi rank.
Exactly.
And that,
so some people took that, you know, because they could see, okay, oh, these people are so clean. Maybe that's why they're getting so many customers. Let us try to do the same thing. You know, it's worked.
Yeah, it worked. I remember, even myself, I used to be very comfortable because at some point when we were starting, I would not want to introduce my friends to go there.
Yeah.
But when I was starting to hearing news about the best food that you guys were cooking, I started sharing it with my colleagues where I was working.
The departments that I used to work for were the first group of people who came to support me. You know, like, yeah,
it was amazing.
Exactly. And those people were very comfortable around me. They would easily tell me what suggestions.
Yes. Okay.
Because we were open.
Talking about that, did you take the constructive criticism?
I did. I did.
How did you take it?
Okay, Luan. People need to understand that it's not everything that looks to be so bad that is bad.
Okay.
Okay, some people would criticize you, you know, so that you can
get discouraged
and fail.
Yeah.
But some people will criticize you in a manner that if you are true to yourself, you'll go back and look at their criticism.
Okay.
And see that it's painful.
They are right.
But they are actually right. What is it that I can change
to improve your business?
Improve.
Makhumalo, I'm excited, but today I really didn't want us to dwell much on this kitchen business, but it's exciting.
Because there are many more businesses that we did after that. And
Makhumalo, a breadwinner.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a topic for another day, but let us start it because it's exactly what I want us to discuss.
Okay.
If you are a breadwinner,
yes,
you earn a particular salary, at any level.
Yeah.
How can you try and replicate what we are doing? In what sense? In the sense that should anything happens to you, should you die, should you collapse now, should you be involved in a car accident, but what is it that you can do while you are earning your salary to make sure that you also earn another income which is not directly coming from your salary? For example, I think we have discussed this thing before. I will give you an example so that we can expand on it.
Okay.
I always say to people, why don't you build a one room or a two bedroom where you will rent out so that it gives you 500, 1,000 rand just to supplement your income. So that should you lose your income from your employer, but you have this permanent income that you have built yourself as a breadwinner. Can people think about that? Can people do that?
You know what, Blanda? It first takes a person who has a vision to even think about the future.
Okay.
There are so many people who are working and they're earning good money or good salary, but they still don't see where does the money go to. They live a certain life. You know, when you earn 500 rand, you need to be honest to yourself to say, I can't afford to buy anything that is above 500 rands because I earn 500 rands. But there are so many people who will relate. We want to live a certain standard, and we get pressure from many people surrounding us. We want to live a lifestyle that we do not afford. And a person who was going to be able to put a bread on the table and still save money can't save that money because she or he used the same money that he's supposed to save for future to impress
other people
out there.
Aye.
So it's not like everyone who earns a salary can afford to save a cent.
Okay.
There is a principle that you taught me at a very young age when I started.
Remind me. There's so much that I
remember when I used to. Okay, when I started working, I was earning
whatever
amount. It was a big amount then.
I know.
I was young.
I know.
You know.
I know.
I opened different accounts from all different stores. You know why? I got pressure when I was introduced to these ladies I'm going to be working with. They would dress nicely. They would not bring their lunchbox from home. They would buy at lunchtime, you know, from all different restaurants.
Yes, expensive.
And
yes.
I wanted to fit.
You wanted the sense of belonging.
I wanted to fit, yes. I wanted to show that I can do it. Little did I know that their salary is way bigger than mine. Because we were sitting on the same table, same desk, I thought we are earning the same salary. Therefore, if they can do it, I can do it. Unfortunately, they were not. I wasn't earning even half of what they were earning at the time. I think I was an intern then. I ended up not having money for transport at the month end. I used to come back and ask for money for transportation. It was very embarrassing for me to come back and ask, you know, and I didn't like it, but I didn't know how to come out of it. You started to say, Mashobane, it's fine. you have made a mistake. It is a mistake. You need to learn from it. You said to me, if you are earning 10 rands a month,
Yeah.
yes, you can spend 1 rand. 1 rand is 10% of 10 rands.
Yeah.
You said the principle that you gave me, if you have your 10 rands as 100%, you can only spend 10%.
Not 90% of
Not
it.
90% of it. Not the other way around. Don't spend 90 and save 10. Try to save 90 and spend 10. Of course, some of us has good responsibilities. Try to save something from what you are earning. And you said to me, you have no pressure whatsoever. You even asked me, do you still like the clothes that you bought from these shops now? That you can't buy anything new anymore because you owe them, and you